Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a easy get ready with me. I am trying out some of the makeup that I bought in my latest haul. All of this makeup I bought myself over a period of a couple months, so I'm excited. As you can see, I don't even have brows done, nothing is done, and let's get started. I'm so excited to try my new foundation. I've tried it a couple of times and I have been loving it, and I will show you what I really love to wear it with, and that's the KVD Good Apple foundation. And I'm going to also use this KVD concealer again, and let's start with brows. So first, let me put some lip balm on my lips. This is the Dior lip balm in the shade Berry. It's a lip glow, and I love this. It gives it such a nice pinky natural look to the lips. I bought the Dior lip oil and it's on its way. Okay, for brows, I have been loving this. This is the Kosas Airbrow in the shade Black. I have tested this in store, and if you get brown, dark brown, and you have darker brows like I do, it looks very reddish on the brows. So it's good that I went in store and I picked up a black. I'm usually dark brown in eyebrows, but I picked this one in black and it looks so pretty. This has been my favorite. It's such a perfect brow product, and it has those little hairs. I don't know if you guys can see. Look how beautiful that spoolie is. It's just perfect for your brows, and I will show you the difference. I'll do one brow and then I will show you the difference. It's just to fill them up a bit. Now look at that difference. Did you see how beautiful that looks? How nice they're filled in. This is without the brow product and this is with the brow product, and I am loving this. This is just so quick and fast. This is what I've been using daily. Such a big change, and make sure when you close it you hear this click. Okay, so let's move on to this beautiful KVD Good Apple foundation. I got mine in the shade Light 008. Now the trick with this, make sure you use very little product. So I will show you. So I'm just gonna touch this pan, and oh, actually no, we forgot to add the primer. So for primer, I'm gonna go with my favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Primer. This works so beautiful under every foundation, unless you go with a very glowy foundation and you have oily skin. We're gonna go into this foundation and dip a little bit, and I will show you. So I'm gonna go very little and just dab it into the skin. Now I'll be wearing this foundation for a full day today, and I know that it looks beautiful all day long. So I'm gonna do one side and then kind of show you. So I'm not grabbing much. You can see a little bit goes a long way. I don't know if you guys can see the difference, but this is the side with the foundation and this is the side without. We're gonna build it up a little bit more for more higher coverage. And here it is. So this is the foundation side and this is the Charlotte Tilbury side. So here is the side with the foundation. I'll turn the lights off. So this is the side of the foundation. It looks so beautiful. It's very hydrating. I was so afraid to use a balm foundation like this because I thought it's going to cake me up or dry up my skin, but I think it looks stunning. So I'm working a very small amount into the skin. Little by little I'm adding. And now I'm gonna go in with a dampened beauty sponge. It's just a regular, this is a Morphe sponge, by the way. And the brush I used is the Rare Beauty foundation brush. Okay, so let's move on to concealer. We're gonna go in with the KVD Good Apple Concealer in the shade Light 105. This is the Cute Doe Foot Applicator, and just add a tiny bit, just a dot and a dot like that. And I'm going to dab this into the skin. Just want that brightening effect. I think I'm going to use this concealer for on top of the eyelids here. Prime the eyelids. I'm going to go in with my favorite Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Translucent Under Eye Powder. This powder is the best for any skin type, especially if you're dry skin and you need to set your under eye area. This helps your concealer actually lasts all day long with very minimal creasing, because there's always going to be some creasing by the end of the night. It's just impossible not to have creasing if you have fine lines. Now let's move on to next product. I wanted this in my collection for such a long time, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I got mine in the shade Fair Medium, and it's this one right here with that cute little top. You open it and you squeeze some product out, and let's work in sections. This is such a beautiful contour color, and it blends into the skin so beautifully. I think 2 dots goes a long way. And I'm using my Patrick Ta contour fan brush, so I'm gonna apply some on the forehead. Whatever remaining product I have, I did not squeeze any more out. So I'm gonna set the face with powder towards the end of the video or later on, because I have some cream products that I'm still testing. Oh, don't forget to close your contour wand and then put the lid on. Now I like to set my contour and or any cream bronzer with a powder bronzer just so that it lasts longer, and I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury one, the Airbrush bronzer in the shade 2 medium. Beautiful bronzer here. I'm gonna go in with the F5 by Blink brushes, and I thought that if I used a Charlotte Tilbury contour wand, might as well go in with the bronzer by the same brand. Now these are not first impressions, I guess on 1 or 2 things, but these are not first impressions because I have been playing with this makeup. I like to keep them here and test it more out for you guys, and I thought I should film a video doing like a full face with most of my new products here. For blush, this is by LYS, and this is in the shade Kindness, and it's such a beautiful peachy shade. It's very balmy. It's just so beautiful, and it melts into the skin. It blends beautifully on the cheek, and for that I'm gonna use a Cool Beauty brush, which is more angled like this and dense, and I'm gonna dip in and apply right above where my bronzer is. So we want to see this grading effect: highlighter, blush, and bronzer. Like, look how beautiful this blush is. I'm not gonna top this blush with any other powder blush. I would like to keep it this way. So pretty. Okay, for highlighter, I'm gonna use my Lilah B Highlighter. This is in the shade Be Enchanting. This is the beautiful highlighter, and it's just so stunning. It's so hard to see on camera. And oh, there you go, you can see it right there. Yeah, it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna use my finger and kind of dab on the high points of the face here. You can always add more blush. You see that beautiful highlight right there? Looks so pretty. Now let's move on to powder, since we've used all of these products. And the powder I'm using today, I'm so excited. This is by Rare Beauty. I had to pick it up. I have dry skin, so I don't really like to use much powder on my face, but I got mine in the shade Light, and I love the packaging. I'm sure you guys seen it by now. Here it is, and it has this little sifter thing that you open it up and then you use the product. So let's dump some out. I dumped about this much out, and I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush, and this is a blush brush by Moda. Just set this area up here, my T-zone only. So I'm gonna bring you up close so you guys can see how the complexion looks. Okay, so this is how the foundation, concealer, bronzer, contour, and blush, and powder, and highlight, and everything on my face looks. And there you go, camera's in focus. I think that it still looks stunning. I love this powder for dry skin. Definitely recommend it. It's a loose translucent setting powder. It actually provides this beautiful cover filter effect, but in a way that it doesn't settle into your lines and it doesn't dry up on your face. It does not make your face feel like it's non-movable. You know how powders make you feel dry, and it also still leaves that glowy effect that the foundation has, as you can see. So I think it's a beautiful powder. So for eyes, I have two palettes here. They're new in my collection. They're the Natasha Denona palettes, and this is the Lilah palette, the mini Lilah palette. This is the mini Tropic palette. So I want to use this more colorful shades today and use this one here for transition. So let's use a Moda brush. So I'm gonna go into the Lilac palette and use this light brown to create a transition. If you are new to Natasha Denona, go with the mini palettes. That's all you need. She has beautiful shades in all of her mini palettes. They're so easy to work with, travel. It's easy to carry anywhere because they're small, and the formula is just out of this world. Okay, so the transition is done. I have nothing in mind yet. I don't know what I'm doing, but I want to use some greens. I think like this green is so pretty, and this one as well, but they're both shimmery. I don't know what I want, but I also like this purple though. I like that purple too. This blue is stunning as well. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's start with the purple, and I'm gonna put this purple right here in the crease. So I'm gonna use a Unit 309 brush, and let's dip into this purple and put it in the crease here. That looks pretty. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. I really like this light blue as well. I mean, it's very, very, very pigmented. So here are all the shades. Blue is pretty, the green is stunning. So let's start with this blue and kind of put it all over the eyelid. Why not, right? So for that, I'm gonna use this Tarte brush, which is more of a flat, fluffy brush, and see how this blue performs. I'm gonna start in the outer corner here and bring it slowly all over the eyelid. Okay, so when you start blending it, it's not as harsh. Perfect. It's gonna go into a nice green. So I'm bringing it all over the eyelid. I'm gonna add this one with my finger and add it maybe, let's see, I'm gonna start in the middle and add it all over the eyelid on top of that blue we just put, and leave the inner corner open because we're gonna add the other lighter green in there. Perfect. Now let's go into that minty bluish light green and add that in the inner corner here. Ooh. This is intense. I'm trying to connect them together here so we don't have any sharp lines. So I'm dragging it here on top of that green. I think those two shades are so pretty. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this other eye. Gosh, that's insane. I don't know, I'm gonna use for the bottom lash line. This is so pretty. That's stunning. Maybe I should use that blue, that dark blue on the bottom lash line. I don't know. Okay, so here are the eyes there. Now let's go in with this Tarte brush, and I'm gonna go into that violet and add it here on the bottom lash line. Oh, that violet on the bottom lash line looks really pretty. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it with the purple only because I think it looks really nice. I'm just gonna intensify it a little bit more. Yes, let's add a little bit of that green. So I'm gonna go more into like a fluffier pencil brush. I'm gonna go into that dark green and add it close to the lash line here. Tie in those colors together. Beautiful. So I'm gonna get a clean fluffy brush, and this is by Morphe. And I'm gonna use this to diffuse all of this sharp lines we see here. I think that looks stunning. What do you guys think? Do you think that I need something in my waterline? Yes, why not? Let's add this Colourpop. This is a gel pencil in the shade Zulu. Oh, and look at the tip, it's all gone. Let me clean this up. They actually break a lot, so that's the sad part about them. Don't push hard. So I'm gonna add that color. Where should I add it? In the waterline? Okay, let's go in the waterline. Well, let's go into this highlighter by Lilah B and highlight that inner corner. I'm gonna use a Moda thicker pencil brush and slowly highlight this inner corner here. Maybe I should use my finger. Ooh, this is such a colorful look. I don't do much colorful looks, but I love doing them when I do them. And I think that this palette is gorgeous. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply. This is a new lipstick I got from Sephora, from the Lipstories collection, and this is in the shade 3. It's more of a mauvey nude color. Has a little bit of sheen to it, not much, but let's go ahead and apply a lip liner. And I think I'm gonna use this Morphe lip liner in the shade BAE. Let's take the gloss off now. I have a video on this wooden lip liners by Morphe. They're only $5. They're affordable. They last you a long time. They're very soft for the lips. They're not dragging on your lips. And I definitely recommend them. So go ahead. I picked up like 15 nude shades. And I have a video on my channel. So check that one out to see which shade you like the most. Looks like it would be a nice match. Oh yeah, it has a very nice mauvey undertone, which is perfect with that lilac on the eyes we've used. I think it's such a pretty shade. I did not expect it because it looks like the packaging looks beige and brown, but the lip color, beautiful. I love this lipsticks by Sephora. This is the Lipstories collection and they're all made in Italy. Definitely recommend them. Very hydrating. And they have all kinds, shimmer mattes, more satin-like, more balmy-like. So this is more balmy. Final thoughts, let's get into them. Okay, so this is Future Ilinka. As you can see, I forgot to tell you that I've used the Lash Princess mascara by Essence. And as you can see in the next clip, I will give you my final thoughts on all of these products without my mascara on my lashes because I forgot to apply mascara. But here is the final look with the actual mascara on the lashes, and it is just as beautiful as before. Anyways, back to the present Ilinka. So here is the final look complete. What do you guys think? I think that the eyes turned out pretty, and I love that green color story on my eyes. So let's go ahead and give you kind of my final thoughts on my first or second impressions on most of these products. Starting with the brows. This Kosas Airbrow, I definitely recommend this one. Buy this one over the pencil. This Airbrow product, it's so much easier to use, so much faster, and this is definitely better for beginners than this one. The only good thing about this is that you have like the big spoolie here, but this spoolie here with the gel inside does everything. You don't really need this one. So very, very good product, and this is probably one of my most favorite products for my brows. I reach for this every day. It's fast, it's easy, and it's beautiful, and it stays all day long on your brows. Next, what did we apply? Of course, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is my most favorite primer I use every day. The foundation. Now, look at the foundation. Let me bring you in close. This foundation looks beautiful. It lasted on this whole video that I've been filming. Products piled up on it, stunning, without lifting up the foundation. It has not settled into any fine lines. It looks glowy, it looks hydrating, looks healthy on the skin, and it doesn't make your skin older than it should be. It actually makes it look younger. So it's beautiful. So this foundation is a beautiful foundation for dry skin, any type of skin, as long as you use very little by little. Remember, it's a very high coverage foundation. You can make it into a low coverage by just applying little by little and blending it with a brush, with a sponge. It works with either. It is so beautiful that I think I'm gonna grab a backup because I'm loving it so much. And this is in the shade Light 008, in case you're wondering. And the Flawless filter is in the shade One Fair. So if you're my skin type and my skin tone, those two work beautiful on the skin. Now for the contour, the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand, this is in the shade Fair to Medium. This wand is stunning. You can see how beautiful it contoured the cheekbones, and it lasts on the face a full day. Like, it does not become patchy, easy to blend, very easy to travel. It is a beautiful packaging, and obviously the product is just stunning. I'm happy to have this in my collection. You can use this on your own, on its own, by contouring and blending, or like what I did, I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury or any other powder bronzer and apply it to more of a having a bronzy look. So these are beautiful. And of course the Contour Wand Fan Brush by Patrick Ta is beautiful to work with cream bronzers. Oh, concealer. Let's talk about the KBD concealer. Now this is again a very high coverage concealer. I have dry eyes, dry under eye area. I'm gonna zoom you in so you guys can see how my under eyes look with the amount of concealer I have used. So this is my under eye area right now. I think it looks beautiful. It has not creased at all, has not settled into those fine lines. It doesn't show any signs of dryness, and I think that the under eye area looks very brightening, covered with the concealer and giving it this nice flawless effect underneath the eye area. And I just love how brightening it is. It's just beautiful. And I've also used this on my eyelids, so this is beautiful to prime your eyelids with as well. And make sure you set it with powder. The Pat McGrath Under Eye Fetish translucent powder is what I recommend for your under eye area, especially if you have dry skin or mature skin underneath there. They work great together. Okay, what's next? Oh, the LYS blush in the shade Kindness. This was very kind to my skin. It created this nice glowy little pop of color on the cheek. It's very buildable. It lasts. It's not patchy. It does not lift up during the day. It does not disappear. I don't have any other powder blush on my face. It's just this one, and I think it looks great. So you can actually apply more and give you more of a blushed effect, but I think that this looks beautiful. And there's a lot of product in here, and it's like only $25, something like that, around those lines, which is Canadian. So it's not a lot of money for that big blush. Now the highlighter, Lilah B, it is a beautiful, just like the name itself, Be Enchanting. It's an enchanting highlighter. A little bit goes a long way, and it melts into the skin. It doesn't provide that line on your cheek where you don't even see where the highlighter starts or ends, because it just melts and becomes one with the skin. This highlighter is very expensive. This is a mini one. That's all you need, because a little bit goes a long way. I use this in my inner corner as well, and my brow bone. Beautiful highlighter. Rare Beauty powder. This is another winner. I have dry skin. I don't like powders that much, but the powders that I have all work wonderful with my dry skin. And I was hesitant to get this one, but I've seen some reviews working beautiful on the dry skin and not drying up your skin. It doesn't give you that tightening effect on the skin. It feels like you have nothing, but at the same time, it makes your makeup last longer. It doesn't settle into your fine lines, and it creates this beautiful soft canvas on your face. And it also, the bonus thing here is that you can still see the dewiness of the foundation through this powder. So I like that it doesn't mattify completely my face, even though I just applied it in this area, and you can still see the beautiful glowiness. I love this powder and I'll be using it a lot. Now, let's see. What else do I have here? Oh, the minis by Natasha Denona. I've used both because out of this one, I did a purple look before, so I wanted to change it up, but I wanted to use this browness transition, and I've used pretty much all of the shades here except this dark blue, and they performed beautifully. Those two greens, if you love greens, you want to have this palette. If you love blues, you want to have this palette, and this purple actually goes with both the blues and the greens together. As you can see, I've used it on my eye today and it looks so beautiful. I'm so happy I purchased this. They were on sale. Grab them. I don't know if they're still available on the Sephora website. If not, try Natasha Denona. If not, Beautylish website. And I think, oh, the lipstick. Where's my lipstick? Which is on my lips right now. I'm blind. It's right in front of me. Now, this lipstick by Sephora Lipstories in the shade 3. This is made in Italy. This is the shade Oui. It's a satin lipstick, and the color on the lips is just kind of like my lip color. Such a beautiful shade. It is satin finish. To me, it gives me that more balmy finish. Very hydrating to the lips, non-drying, doesn't settle into those lines on your lips. And I've been using it this whole video right now since I've applied it, and it looks beautiful. And here is the color. Ooh, so pretty. It looks very pretty. I love it. Now, those are all of kind of my new products I have been, I just purchased. I had a haul on it, and this video is after the haul. And I wanted to show you guys how they perform, kind of like a second impression. I've been using the foundation. This is the third time I'm using it, and I love it. And my favorite way of applying this KBD Good Apple foundation, if you have dry skin, apply it with some glowy primer. And I chose the Charlotte Tilbury one, but any glowy primer would work. And I have a couple more new things that I want to I'm waiting for a couple more products. I'm going to have another mini haul to show you what I've purchased, but stay tuned because I have a foundation that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it, and I'm going to do a review and a video and application first impression on that foundation coming up soon. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. It means so much to me. I wish you all a wonderful day. Always remember to be yourself, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.